Yo, yo, yo. What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem back once again talking this boxing shit. And as always, make sure you stop by my official site, hustlegameboss.com, and check out my all new album, It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. It's a motherfucking classic, you know what I mean? You can cop it. You cop the physical CD, you can get a downloaded version if you prefer it like that, or you can also find it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal. Big shout out to Tidal. It's also on YouTube and literally anywhere else music is found. So whichever outlet you prefer to use while you're enjoying it, simply search The Supreme General and I will appear. Also, if you fuck with me the long way, make sure you stop by my official site, hustlegameboss.com/shop. That's hustlegameboss.com/shop, and cop you some official Supreme General merchandise. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate those who appreciate me. So if you cop something and you decide you want me to show you some love personally on my social media, just tag me, or you know what I mean, shoot me a DM, whatever. On Instagram, my handle is at HustleGameBoss. It's also at HustleGameBoss on Twitter. And you can find me on Facebook by searching The Supreme General. Just shoot me a message or tag me in some shit if you want me to show you some love after you done cop something, you know what I mean? You know, a t-shirt, hoodie, hat, whatever, you know what I mean? Take a picture rocking that shit, and I will repost it and show you some love because I appreciate those who appreciate me. With that being said, let's move on to the video. Yeah, now, I wasn't even going to do a video on this shit because I don't like to focus on the negative, fuck shit when it come to boxing. You know what I mean? I try to stay away from that, or not necessarily stay away from it because I'm entertained by it like everybody else. I'm only human, you know what I mean? I'm entertained by the fuck shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't like to perpetuate certain shit, just not only for the optics of it, but I just don't. I don't want to push that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to egg that type of shit on, but sometimes you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it because it may be some fuck shit that was going down per se, but when there's some truth sprinkled in that bitch, man, you gotta acknowledge it. So I feel like I gotta respect the game and go on to talk about this shit. This is my man Charlo, his recent rant on social media. I guess he went live on Instagram maybe. His recent rant where he goes off popping shit about AB and Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Just goes in on their ass. And from what I'm hearing from this shit, man, it sounds like, man, behind the scenes, man, these niggas, man, they got issues. Real talk, you know what I mean? Now, I ain't heard AB or Tank really talk shit about the Charlos. I ain't heard it. Maybe it went down, but it's something that it missed my radar, So I haven't. So to me, this shit totally out of left field, totally unwarranted. But it's some truth into some of the shit that Charlo said, Even though he sounded a little salty and bitter, but not even really salty or bitter. He sound like to me when a motherfucker done ran his mouth. Like let's say you got two dudes, right? You got one dude just minding his business, and the other dude just running his mouth popping shit about the dude that's minding his business. Now the dude that was popping the shit about the dude minding his business, he continues to pop shit even though the dude that's minding his business doesn't respond. Then one day, the guy who's minding his business just goes the fuck off. And that's what it feel like. That's what this shit feel like in my opinion. So my man Charlo, he going off on everybody lately. But the man he spoke facts when he talked about AB career. About the fact that with the Mexican shit on the last card. That was facts. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, man. with all the little Donkey Kong shit and little subtle racial jabs and shit, or the subtle racial overtones that was going on in that fight with Mikey Garcia and AB. I expected AB to do a lot better. You know what I mean? So when Jamal Charlo was like, yo, the main event looked like shit, nigga, that's how I felt. I can't even sit here and lie to you. You know what I mean? I agree with the man, like straight up. The main event looked like shit, in my opinion. You know, AB is supposed to come out there and shine. This nigga looked like shit against Mikey Garcia. Now, true indeed, I do believe Mikey Garcia a high level fighter, but AB never looked that bad before. You know, I'm just glad he made the changes that he felt was necessary to, you know, step his game up since the. But Charlo was right about that shit. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is there. Then when he talk about Tank, said Tank a little fat, slow motherfucker now. I ain't gonna never diss Tank the way he talk and shit like that, you know. I don't think he's slow. You know what I mean? It's all, you know, how you brought up, you know, the amount of time you spend in the educational system, depending on how hard his life was. And I'm assuming it was very, very hard, very, very difficult. Probably went through a lot coming up, you know what I mean? That's how you end up sometimes, behind that shit, you know. Certain things take priority over other things, you know. And does that make you dumb? No. It may make you sound different than others, but it doesn't make you dumb. You know what I mean? So I hate when motherfuckers try to play my man like he's slow or dumb. And them motherfucker ain't slow or dumb. If you making this much goddamn money and he was smart enough to parlay his talent into some motherfucking money, man, you got to respect him all the way around. So I don't really like that shit when motherfuckers do that, but Tank do need to pay more attention to making weight though. You know what I mean? Losing his belt on the scale was kind of embarrassing, you know, because Tank too good. He too good of a fighter for that kind of shit. Same thing with AB. AB too good of a fighter to be looking like that against a Mikey Garcia, who is a legendary fighter himself. But come on, dog. Come on. This motherfucker should be your equal. Not, he shouldn't look superior, you know. And in that fight, it just seemed like AB mentally, after that second round, you know, it's whatever though, you know. But I just hate to see brothers going at each other like this, you know. I really hate to see it, but you know, sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes you gotta do this type of shit, you know. A motherfucker keep coming at you sometimes, man. It's only so long you gonna tolerate a motherfucker popping shit about you, you know, on either side. So I see my man Tank, AB ain't respond as yet that I know of, you know. But Tank, he did respond, said that both the Charlo brothers are a coke. That's fucked up. But I don't know if that's too hard to believe either, man. It might be true. It might be a little bit of truth to that, man. You never know. But I'm gonna give my boys, the Charlo boys, the benefit of the doubt, man. I ain't never heard nothing about them snow blowing like that. So, you know, I ain't tripping on it. Plus, I mind my business when it comes to fuck shit. I mean, or shit like that. That ain't my thing. Never been my thing. I don't do no real drugs. Only thing I ever did was smoke bud. A little drink here and there, you know what I mean? I really don't even do that too tough like that. So, you know what I mean? I'm not finna sit here and judge niggas, though. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it is what it is. But if you powder your nose and shit, and then you know you getting dusted up and then coming on social media wilding out, that is not a good look, you know. But maybe the nigga wasn't dusted up. Maybe he just really had that on his heart, wanted to get that motherfucker off his chest, man. We done all been there, so that's why I respect it all the way around. But you know, this is my point with all this shit. Yeah, maybe this shit needed to be said. Maybe this is how niggas really felt. I get it, you know. And far be it for me to tell a motherfucker to bite their tongue. I would never say that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, where is this going to go? You know what I mean? Jamal Charlo is a 160-pound fighter. AB is barely 147 pounds. He really ain't even, he a little too small for that division. And Tank two weight classes smaller than him. 3 weight classes smaller than that. You know? I mean, 2 weight classes lower at 135. Like, come on, man. We talking about dudes who are 135, 147 pounds. You know what I mean? They really. I don't want to see y'all niggas having issues. You know what I mean? I don't want to see y'all boys fighting. I don't want to see y'all boys even. Like, y'all niggas, like, come on, man. Like, y'all should be learning from each other, you know? Real talk. You know what I mean? But I think this is a teachable moment for everybody involved. I believe AB need to really focus on this fight like he is doing. And, like, it seems like he really is focused this time. And that's what I like to see. So that's what he need to keep doing that, you know? And win this motherfucking come back. Then pop his shit. I'm glad that must be the way he thinking, because that's the way he moving, so I respect it. Tank, I respect Tank. He a young nigga. He ain't gonna let nobody come out pop shit against him without him retaliating. I respect that. But my nigga, you better make weight in this next fight, man. You better make it comfortably and easily. You know what I mean? You too small to be, you know, having weight issues this early in your career, you know. I mean, if you're fighting at a weight class you shouldn't be fighting at, you're a little too big for it, I could understand, but it don't seem that way. So, you know, you on your job, you've been doing your thing, knocking niggas out, hurting motherfuckers left and right, man. It's good to see, but yeah, man, just stay focused on your next fight, man. We got shit. I mean, come on, let's stay focused on this shit. This shit don't need to be no real shit, man. Y'all niggas all in the same goddamn stable, man. Y'all niggas need to sit down, like, man, hash this shit out, man, and fucking squash this fuck shit, man, because that's all it is, man. That's all it is. Everybody done got the shit that they wanted to get off their chest. Everything is said, you know what I mean? It's laid down. All the words are spoken need to be spoken, and that's that. It don't need to go no further, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas need to have a sit down of some sort. Hopefully a nigga like Al Heyman could, you know, broker it, put y'all in a situation where y'all get to kick it and everybody get to, you know, air their grievances so that we don't have no issues, man. I don't want to see no issues between these 3 guys at all, man. AB and Tank seem to be training real hard, doing what they need to do. Charlo doing what he knew he need to do. He been doing nothing but winning, you know what I mean? Shocking the world while doing it, spectacular fashion. So I just want to see that shit continue, man. I don't want to see y'all niggas arguing too much more. You know what I mean? I want to see y'all niggas collecting W's out here, man. I ain't trying to hear motherfuckers arguing. So, with that being said, man, that's really my thoughts on the situation, man. I'm a fan of all 3 guys, so I don't want to see it like that. It is some truth in the shit that Charlo said, though. I do want to acknowledge that. It's not like he just out here hating on niggas. The nigga was spitting. He was spitting facts, but I mean, this shit, it could easily go left, you know, where everybody got teams, everybody got cliques, everybody got people, you know, and a lot of times your people and your cliques and shit, they may not respond to certain situations the way that they supposed to, or in a way that's smart, you know what I mean? And a lot of times niggas don't have no control over these niggas, you know. You focus on your fight, you focus on what you got coming up, you ain't got no control over it. So one nigga in your circle, he may want to earn some stripes with you, you know what I mean? Shit might go left, and it don't need to be like that, man. It don't need to be like that. So like I said, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and leave this fuck shit alone, and let's get back on to this bag, you know what I mean? Get back on to these belts, get back on to these legacies. You know what I mean? I want to see all 3 of y'all guys have. So, with that being said, man, I'm on to the next one. I'm out. Holla at me, 100.